Everybody, we're in the middle of a laugh here already. We're having a good time. Two hilarious comedians, friends of mine, dudes I see around town. Ron Funches and Josh Wolf are here, everybody.
Hi. A golf clap?
The studio audience gives you the golf clap.
Yeah.
It's very nice of them. For the audience, though, we should say specifically that this is Josh Wolf. You know him from Chelsea Lately. You're on there like all the time.
Yeah.
All the time arguing with her about, I can't imagine you have any interest in most of what they talk about in that show, the gossip magazine.
I believe it's zero interest
stuff.
in what you're talking about. Yeah, zero.
Yeah.
I think
It's
you're
like
zero.
back when I was on Best Week Ever, I was just like, oh, enough, Paris Hilton. You know, I don't care. Even though it is fun to be vicious, and you can be with those people.
Well, I think that's one of the reasons she likes to have me on there is because I literally, a lot of times a topic will come up and I'll have to say, who is that? When I think Kristen Cava,
right,
I don't
and
know
then
what that.
then she can attack you like, what an idiot, not knowing about the 17th Kardashian.
She's super nice to me, thank God.
Yeah. No, she's when she's on your team, when you're on her team, it's a fantastic thing. I just didn't. Hey, Ron Funches. Ron Funches is also here, and. What should I say about you? You've been on the, I thought you were hilarious on the At Midnight program.
Oh, thank you.
So funny.
Thank you.
And you're going to do that again, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Next week.
Oh, I love it. Did you win? I forget.
I did. I won twice.
Twice?
Two-time
Whoa, I've won
champion.
twice too.
Oh, two-time champions.
Yeah. I've been on 5 times though, so it took a while to get the hang of it.
2 out of 5 is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm really, and it's the most recent 2, and I think I'm going to go undefeated for the rest of the show or my history, whichever.
Should we get you a belt, some sort of championship belt?
Something. I wanted a 5-timers club robe when I was on the other night, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't want to. It's not worth the trouble." I should have made one at home. Just walked out there with a white robe with a 5 on it.
I think if you go on any show with a robe that they didn't ask you to wear, I think that's kind of a power move.
It's super power movie.
Yeah.
So I hear the rumor is you're both sativa smokers.
Yes.
And so we're in luck because we have plenty of that today. We have something called Snow Cap, and I've loaded up all the pipes and bongs with it before the show. And Leafly.com says that Snowcap gives you plenty of energy. It's perfect for going out. Yeah, and then if we really want to challenge ourselves, if we get so high that we don't, that we start to lose track of these things, we could try some Hero-Wana.
I love that name.
It's a great name, but doesn't that sounds to me like a sativa? But that's an indica that has strong body-numbing effects. It's good for pain relief. But it says it's perfect for staying at home. It's perfect for stay-at-home moms.
Yeah.
Go ahead and smoke the indica because you're not going anywhere.
Hero-Wana is a great.
It is really good.
Name. Yeah,
it is.
That is a great name.
It's.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite name like you've heard and then you're like?
I do. I've always clung to because also people ask me all the time, "What's your favorite strain?" And I'm not really that much of a strain. Like I don't. It got me high. It's good. I like it, But one that I like that I tried at a Cannabis Cup in Amsterdam is called Chocolope. And I just like the name Chocolope. It's 419, gentlemen. And that means...
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Yeah, that we've got all these pipes and stuff, and we've got enough lighters. There's a lighter and a leash on the bong over there, Ron, so you might have to, if you're not going to hit that particular bong, you may want to... remove it from the leash.
No, I'll use this.
But you guys, what kind of preference do you have? Like a pipe or a...
I go with a pipe, I think.
I was smoking out of this one before the show started.
I'm going to use this bong. I like
now, I'm a huge...
We're going to hit it right at 420.
I'm a huge edible guy. Do you like the edibles?
Well, I do because of the travel.
Yes.
They're
you can travel with
great for
it.
travel.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can take it with you, but you can also, it can be in you while you're on the, long, boring plane flight. I
you mean like a mule in you?
No, I mean like, I'll take a weed pill before getting on the plane.
I thought you meant, I was like, you don't have to put it in your ass.
No,
you put it in your backpack. And
gets into your bloodstream quicker if it's in a baggie in your ass.
Got it. I don't know who told you that.
Bag it up and ass it up. And Here we go, gentlemen. Let's all. Here's to 420, everybody.
Yeah.
You guys smoke it at home. Like I have to tell them.
I love America.
We did.
Yeah.
We did it.
Yeah.
And
Success.
the world. This is this plays internationally.
It really does.
Some people they write to me and they complain about having to stay up till 2 a.m. or whatever, 2:20 a.m. to watch it live. But so far it seems to be. Do we have a number of how many people are watching today? I always like to know how many people are watching.
I heard my friend Joey Diaz came on here and hooked you on the Goomies.
Yeah. He brought the Goomies.
The Goomies will wreck your brain for a little while.
Yeah, no, it was great. We ate them right immediately when he got here, and then at the top of the show, and between that and all the massive bong rips we were doing, I was pretty fucked up at the end of it.
He's a professional, though.
He's great at it.
He's a professional. Like, it doesn't seem to really affect him ever.
What are the Goomies? That mean you bad guys are acting like that's a thing that people would know.
It's like a gummy. It's instead of a gummy bear, it's like a gummy square, but he calls them Goomies.
He calls them Goomies.
He called them Goomies.
And you go, they're gummies, and he goes, I call them Goomies.
Goomies.
Like,
They're
that's
Goomies.
what they're called.
Yeah, they're Goomies.
And he's right. It's a more fun word to say.
Goomy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like that was a personal name of his, and you guys didn't think that no one needed to explain at all what
Listen,
that was.
Joe Diaz I've known him for many years, and pronouncing words in sayings isn't his strong point. There was one time my kid's birthday party, right? And he goes, "Hey, the candy's in the DRAW." I go, "The what?" And he goes, "The DRAW." I go, "What is that?" He goes, "The drawer."
The drawer.
The drawer. It's in the fucking drawer.
Yeah.
I go, "There's an ER at the end of that." And he goes, "That's not how I say it." I go, "Yeah, but we all spell it the same on purpose. You can say it however you want to say it. But we're all going to spell it the same." And
That'd be
that's
a fun dictionary of how Joey says it is how it's spelled.
He told me once, he was like, "I got a memory like a hawk." And I go, "I think it's eyesight." He goes, "Memory, Josh Wolf. A hawk leaves a tree that looks like every other tree in the forest. It flies around all day, but it finds the same tree. That's a good fucking memory." And I was like, "Okay."
He's right, and I have the eyesight of an elephant.
Yeah, I can't argue with his logic. That's why I went with Goon.
Ever, the dude is completely you cannot argue with him about anything ever because he's always got something hilarious and crazily accurate to say about everything.
And he's so
convincing. He just shuts it down. Yeah, he just shuts anything down. Like I would I feel very bad for someone who would try to heckle him. But I think people just love him now. So, he's gotten so much exposure lately, and he was so great on this show, as are you guys. You are killing it with
now, do you grind that?
Big hits and stuff? That's ground up because sometimes we have a vaporizer on the set. We're going to have a brand new vaporizer next week that we're going to put the ground up stuff into. And also, if you guys are into rolling, we could roll one during the show. I don't personally do it.
I don't do it.
Yeah.
It's too much work.
I never learned it. I just I like joints okay, but there's other ways I like better, so why learn to...
We found that you like to travel with it.
Like if you had to assemble a bong every time, then I would fucking move on to, some other device, bubbler or whatever,
If you had to assemble a bong, the bong business would go out of business. They would tomorrow.
Yeah, I've got so many pipes at home that I've been meaning to bring in, to add to the collection here and to change it up. But they're all disgusting to look at. They're all just filthy bongs that I used for years and never did much.
Do you have one that's
on.
some musicians have their favorite guitar? Do you have one that you go back to? I got this when I was 12 years old. Do you have one that you go back to?
Well, my favorite is, when you are given the Stoner of the Year award by High Times Magazine, where's
the golf clap for that?
That could be a thing. Yeah. I could just insert it into the show whenever I get the chance, and everyone has to applaud. I like that. So the trophy for that is a bong. So that sits in the kitchen with a flower in it. I've never smoked out of it.
You keep it pristine?
And the stem, this thing, it got broken in transit when they sent it to me because they mailed it to me. So
I mean, can I ask, who votes on that? Just out of Who is it? Just one guy in his living room?
I swear to God. I swear to God, it's a guy. You know, just going, it's Doug Benson's year.
I like Doug Benson, and I like Redman.
Yeah.
You know, I got that play off Broadway that year that, you know, like was just sort of a thing just because it was weird that there was a whole play about marijuana and we had a big marijuana leaf and there was no protests and everything went great. You know, so that was sort of like elevated me, at least in their minds, because they're based in New York, so they were really aware of what a thing it was in New York, you know.
How much weed do people bring to your shows?
It varies, you know, like sometimes it won't happen at all. Other times, lots of people hand me stuff. The main thing is people are like, I want to smoke with you, let's go smoke. And it's just like, well, let's look around. Let's see where we are.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in a mall in Ohio. I've got to pass. You know, like it's just like sometimes it's just or Disneyland or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, there's just places where I'm like, I'm not gonna smoke there. I get the rules, and they're gonna all change eventually.
Right.
Hopefully.
Probably never in a mall, but they may
Right.
change outside of the mall.
Sure. Or you know, private use is gonna take off now. That gets me into.
Do you ever eat?
I'm skipping past high history, you guys, just because it's right here in front of me. Two amazing pot topics.
Hot topic.
Last week, the Oregon Governor John Kitts-Haber urged the state legislature to act on a pending bill to legalize and regulate marijuana like alcohol, and the bill is up for a public hearing on February 11th. So that'd be sweet. I don't know why it's not legal in Oregon already.
It feels like it's
Feels like it has always been.
Feels like Oregon's like, people are like, well, you don't have to legalize it because we all smoke it anyways.
And on Monday, a recent survey by NBC News showed that Colorado dispensaries, how much do you guys think they made in tax revenue for just January, since they opened on January 1st?
I would say over $1 million.
If we're doing Price is Right rules?
Yeah, then you could say $1.
I just want to know if we're doing Price is Right rules. Are we doing Price is Right rules?
We are.
$1.
Okay. You said over $100 million.
No, I said $1 million.
What? 1 million?
I said over.
Oh yeah, you said
$1 million.
over $1 million. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the winner is Josh.
No, well, you made
Because
I went Price is Right
this
rules.
is the worst. It's because it was $1 million.
Oh,
that's how much it was.
I feel like
and
they
you said over.
I feel like they just rounded it down.
Also, there's no prizes, and yeah, they may have rounded it down.
They probably got
may have.
$1,004,000 at
It's
least.
true.
You think that extra $4? You think that?
Yeah, that will make me win it.
But that's the story I meant to jump to when I jumped to the stories, because every state in the country needs this money.
Yeah.
And you know, especially with the awesome disasters that are going to keep happening, that have never happened before.
That's quite a prediction.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stuff that's never happened before is going to keep happening.
Well, I would think that Oregon would have already legalized pot. But my friends told me last week that a rap concert, one of my favorite rappers, Action Bronson, smoked a joint on stage, and they just shut the concert right down.
Really?
Where
Just
was
ended
it?
At the Roseland in Portland. You would think of all places.
Crazy.
They shut.
Well, that's the thing. It's not legal yet there, but it's going to be.
I know, but you would think at least it would be legal right now for rappers to do.
But was it maybe a fire marshal thing?
And it was a security guard thing.
Because that's why we don't do flames at the Getting Dug with High live at Largo, is because you can't, you know, light things in a theater.
Oh, is that right?
Fire laws, yeah.
But can't you?
Sometimes plays, you can have a cigarette or whatever. Yeah, they allow that, but like, you know,
constant smoke.
full-blown bong hits, I think they would be, could be a problem. Plus also the vaporizer, we were passing around bags. We did one already. We're going to keep doing. Would you guys do that in front of a live audience?
Yeah.
It's so much fun. We just get 5 guests, and everybody just gets as high as we can off of vaporizer bags full of weed that just keep getting passed to us. So there's no stopping to do any of the business. We're just hitting it and passing it and making jokes, and it's so much fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's ridiculous.
Do you, when people hand you, the people that you know are handing you the weed? or there's people from the audience?
No, we support. We bring our own. Yeah. It's not the audience. And the audience, if they want to smoke, they can. They can step outside or whatever. And they do, because we have commercial breaks. So when the commercial breaks happen, a bunch of people jump out of the theater and go to the lobby and get a few hits and then come back in. Because you got like 2 minutes.
I liked what you got going on. I was thinking that on the way here.
It's a ridiculous scam. Ron Funches, let's do your high history. When did you start smoking and why?
I started smoking when I was 16 years old, and it was because I was very bored, and the alternatives were staying at home with my sister and watching just TLC videos and Spice Girls all the time, because that's what she wanted to do.
Spice Girls? So you go off with people and smoke?
I'd go over to my friend's house, smoke. First thing was a Wizard bong, and I was just like, oh, I like this. Red Vines taste better, and also Mama's Family is funnier, and I was like, I really like Mama's Family already, so this is good.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like 22 minutes of people screaming at each other? Which brings me to this, Ron. Twitter question from Blizzard1988. Ron, are you a lifelong wrestling fan?
Yeah.
And if so, is there anything besides WWE that you watch? Good question, Blizzard 1988.
I was wondering the same thing.
Horrible Blizzard, but good question. That devastated life of people.
Yeah.
Blizzard in 88.
Every couple months I go into the Valley and watch the Pro Wrestling Gorilla in the little VFW hall with a bunch of other nerds and a couple of other comedians, and I have people flying all over. It's the best.
Is that right?
I love it. It's my it's one of my favorite things to do.
Who's going to make a documentary of that?
Yeah.
I hope.
That sounds kind of like the Bronies. A little bit.
I don't know how much sex is going on. But it's fun. There's a lot of families and a lot of weirdos and just people chanting about recycling and singing.
That does sound
Where is it?
amazing.
It's in the Valley?
Yeah,
In a VFW hall.
Pro Wrestling Gorilla is the best.
Josh, when and why did you start?
14, because my older brother made me. He was like, you're going to get high. And I was like, what? He was like, you're getting high right now.
Wow, that's...
And I was like, okay. That's why, 14. Shoved it in my mouth.
Was he, like, if you didn't like it, would he have been cool with that? Or would he have, like, forced you to like it even?
He would have been cool with it. One of his friends was over, so he's trying to be cool. If I had said no, I know what would have happened to me. His favorite game to play with me was he would put me in one of those, he would unfold a couch and then put me in it and then fold it back up.
Oh, nice.
So it was either between being in the couch or trying weed. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna try that weed.
That was interesting. My brother and his friends, they never offered me weed. They just would smother me underneath a beanbag chair.
Yeah. Same concept as inside the couch. Yep, exactly.
That sucks.
Yeah, hopefully these are sad stories.
I never got shoved in a locker. I never had that happen to me. But that thing, like you're saying, that has. And Darkonus87 wants to know, Josh, will you be doing any more of the Josh and Ross podcast?
I hope so.
That's with Ross. What's his name?
With Ross. Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's with Ross Matthews. Yeah, I hope so. He's got a TV show now.
Right. So that's the.
It's a little more important, I guess. I understand.
Okay. All right.
I know you were a big listener, Doug, of the Josh and Ross podcast.
No. I thought it would be a good thing to bring up, just because that is the sort of thing that people. Yeah. I'm sure you get that question on the daily on Twitter, so we can.
They
settle it. I just said on the daily. That's. Wow, that's good weed.
I was disappointed in myself last night when I said to somebody, "Hey, good hang," and I was like, "Did I just say good hang?"
Good hang.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, I just said good hang.
We hold ourselves up to way too high a standard.
Yeah, that's like the opposite with me. It's like when I say exquisite, wonderful, I go, "Oh no, that's not a tough thing."
But wonderful sounds so good coming out of your mouth.
Give me your wallet. Oh, exquisite.
This is a situation I didn't expect.
I love it. We got to go to a commercial break, first of two. You guys are doing great. Hang in there, viewers. We'll find out how many of you there are, and we'll be right back.
Just for transportation reasons.
Sooner we get in, the sooner we're there.
Okay. Thank you.
Why is he chopping carrots on me?
They're flying in my face.
All right, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Lyle. I am the shaman. Shipwreck.
Yeah, Lyle, I gotta say, I was expecting you to be sort of a native.
Well, I did a little Hearts of Darkness here.
Is he gonna eat us later, or is this?
Probably. I mean, depends on where you are in your relationship.
Stop.
I bet you're very good.
Thank you.
She's nothing. She's shit. She's garbage.
These contestants will compete in a one-on-one cook-off where the winner will be determined by our secret judge.
I do have a very sensitive stomach. If it's something light like salads, it's totally fine.
The dish, chili.
He's a man with an idea, and he wants to light it for you. He'll help make you smart and listen to your feelings too. He's your teach. He's our teach.
Hey! We were too busy talking during the break to smoke, so now you're just going to have to watch us smoke for a second just to keep this thing going.
Have you tried some of that marijuana?
I haven't, no. I really, every week, the guest usually wants sativa, and I'm fine, I'm fine with that. That totally works for me.
Because if we smoked that, we'd...
Because I got, tonight I'm going to see a movie after this, so
what are you going to say?
If I went indica, I'd just be, sleepy. I think it's a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie called Welcome to the Jungle. Is that a thing? I think
it is.
If it is, I'm going.
It is.
I'll meet you there.
Dude, I got an extra, I got a +1 if you really want to go.
Really Jean-Claude Van Damme?
I think so, right? Welcome to the Jungle?
Yes.
Yeah. That's something I love about having a show is being able to look off and ask questions and then the answers come back. It's like, I'm too lazy to even Wikipedia this shit. Ron Funches, Twitter question for you. They want to know if your name is real, and if it is, if you know the etymology of it. And that's from Grinspiracy.
It is real. I don't know what that second word meant, but I'm going to assume it means heritage or background of it from the context. And
yeah, it looks to me that sounds like study of bugs or something.
And from what I've been made aware of, it comes from a long history of slavery. So it's just a slave master from South Carolina. And
well, thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah.
Shit. Whoever asked that question, thanks a lot for bringing that up.
Yeah, really, I don't think I'm high anymore. I think I got whiter and straighter. I turned super straight edge.
That was his way of saying it's
during
Black
that
History
exchange.
Month.
It is. That's true.
It is.
Oh, we got to promote this episode that way.
Yeah.
Celebrate Black History Month with Josh Wolf.
That's right. You probably have a larger black fan base than I do.
Both of my brothers married black girls.
That makes sense.
Bam.
There we go.
Here's a weird question for you, Ron.
Yeah.
This is from Big E from the 813. Big E from the 813. What was it like nearly swapping spit with the gorgeous Nikki Glazer?
Oh. It was fun.
What does that mean, nearly swapping spit?
At midnight, we had
like a pretend makeout?
We had a pretend makeout.
Oh.
And now people are demanding a real one. And if the people are demanding,
right.
The
people are saying the right thing.
I can't deny what the people want.
What a lovely couple.
Thank you.
I demand it. I demand it.
What's a fake makeout? Like the hand was over the...
No, well, we just stopped short. It just didn't feel right in front of cameras for that to be the first time that would happen. So, but maybe another time. I'm not opposed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
Who would be?
No. Not opposed.
Not negative.
That's a sweet rap song right there. Not opposed to that pussy. I'm just flipping through stuff, cutting segments on the fly.
Wherever you found that, that was great.
Yeah, this is going good. Yeah, I like it. I like doing that. I'm excited that we're doing a lot of Twitter questions because I feel like I've been letting people down. At Mitch Gilleen asks or wants to know, describe, this is for all of us, I think, describe your wake and bake or your smoke sesh before bed. Like, what's your regimen or whatever?
I eat half of a quad indica Chiba Chew. You know what those Chiba Chews are? It's like those little, almost like Tootsie Rolls.
When do you do that? Like in the morning?
At
with
night.
Orange juice?
Yeah, just to kind of get my day off right. Yeah.
One of them commercials.
Yeah, that's my quick start right there.
Yeah, I want to go out sleepy, but not. But I don't want to catch a cold.
Right.
Gotta have my vitamin C. Okay, so you do that like to go to bed.
Yeah.
But that's all you, and then everything else is just social smoking, or?
No. And I'll eat an edible. I'm a big edible guy, so I'll do maybe a sativa during the day because that high lasts for a long time. And sometimes you don't know how high you're gonna get, and I kind of like that game.
Well, you know what? Since we're giving,
you know what I mean? You're like,
since we're giving the guests a ride home, since we have a car for them, we should include edibles in the presentation because if they want to try something, might not hit till after we're done taping, but at least they have the fun of, getting that high.
And that's the fun thing. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Or you could just take it to go and have it another time.
With your orange juice in the morning.
You get it, after you get it through the TSA, you go have a little egg McMuffin.
What? Okay.
We have a won't list. That's people that won't come on this show and expose themselves as you guys are doing. Like you're really taking a big, not a risk, but you're putting it out there that you smoke weed. And Greg Fitzsimmons, his reason for not coming on the show is his wife won't let him.
Oh, boo.
I know, it is a boo. It's a boo. It's a boo when you first hear it. But then Greg wrote very specifically, which I quite like, instead of just pass or your wife won't let me, he wrote, as much as I love to get high and love Doug, my wife would prefer I not do it because of our kids getting to the age where I don't want them to smoke pot. Hadn't really occurred to me when he asked, because I did ask him and he had said he'd do it. But she is the left and center part of my brain. So, he just missed a detail that's important to them.
Yeah.
That they don't want their kids to start. I talked to him about it, and I'm like, well, they're going to anyway.
Yeah.
But,
I would actually
I can't blame them for not wanting to do that.
But I would rather have my kids smoke than drink.
Absolutely.
Especially like during high school when all the accidents or fights or that happens when people are drunk. Nobody's getting high at their house and then.
But that's the trouble. You can't dictate all of that stuff,
right?
Though, because I see people at my shows all the time. When I play in nightclubs, they show up high and they're stoners. They're not really drinkers.
Right.
Then they do the 2-drink minimum. And they just get bombed.
Right.
Yeah.
Crossfaded.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It gets crazy sometimes, but
I think you should be honest though, and also, what's lamer to your kids than what your parents enjoy. So if you tell your parents,
right, they would probably rebel against you by not doing it if they thought it was a thing parents did.
Yeah, it's just another lame thing that adults do.
I think that they're gonna try basically everything. They're going to find what they like and they're going to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what you tell
and that's
them.
why I kind of hope people will find the right thing to like early on, because I think that's like something that really saved me, is that I've never even tried anything else because I just love it so much that I'm just like, I'm good. You know, I've never had to do anything else. Alcohol. That's it.
I can't say that's true for me.
I know, and that's great. I mean, I think people that have tried everything, it's quite impressive to me, and especially that you're not hooked on any of those things.
I didn't like...
That we could tell. You kind of have a jokey thing going on today.
Hold on a second.
A little better. But still, do you have an audition after this?
Yeah, I'm going in for junkie number 2.
Junkie, one of those
junkie number 2,
above the influence ads.
Yeah. On Castle, I'm in the first 10 minutes. Yeah, junkie number 2. I think they're gonna try everything. You know, and I think either like I never liked any speedy stuff, and I tried it, but cocaine used to make me sit in a corner and just not talk to anybody, and that doesn't sound like a good time. You know? Yeah. So I tried everything, but I always came back to this.
I was a big nerd. I just researched drugs online and was like, well, this one didn't kill anyone. And I was allergic to alcohol. I'm allergic to alcohol, and I've only tried weed and shrooms. And so I do shrooms every now and then just to make sure I'm on my right spiritual path. And other than that, I'm smoking weed.
Oh, the best. That is the best. You guys want to do a pot quiz, Hop Shot?
Yes.
Boom, 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 pop, pop.
That's why he gets the same reaction every time. Like, what? And then laughter.
Yeah. Like, hey, can I ask you how many takes did it take him to get?
That was
Did he do that one
was like riffed. Yeah. We just pulled that later. I was just like, take that out and really make that the theme song. Because James the Domain was like, you should have a theme song. It should be like.
I was not expecting that at all.
No, it's fun. Yeah. We try to sprinkle in little surprises in the show, and as always happens with these things, you don't have time to necessarily see the show before you come on it.
Right.
You just trust that sounds like a fun thing to do, and this part's always really fun, especially now. It's the timing thing. This pot quiz is about the Winter Olympics. Are you guys excited about the Winter Olympics at all? Perfect. I'm going to tell you the names of events in the Olympics, and you have to tell me whether or not they are, whether they're real or fake.
Okay.
Real or fake events in the Olympics. And the Olympics in general, not just Sochi. Okay. Not just Sochi, where the TV is constantly telling me that something horrible is going to happen there. Everything sounds horrible.
No,
it just sounds like, why are they just like pulling the plug on it? If there's places there where the apartments, the water comes out brown, and they say don't drink it because it will be very bad if you drink it.
Do you know what I saw on the scroll today, just underneath? And this is the depressing news that comes out of there every day. Russian police said to be poisoning stray dogs around Sochi Olympics. And I was like, why is that on the scroll? Like, Russian police killing all animals within a 12-block radius.
Yeah.
What a terrible thing to put on a scroll.
Puts a smile on somebody's face, I guess.
It's crazy.
Great way to start the day. You start the day hearing that. What could be worse? Yeah. You've gotten it over with.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, just enjoy that indica and go to your job. Skeleton. Is that a real thing? Skeleton?
I think it is a real thing.
I'm going to say it's a skeleton?
Yeah, it's like that, like Matthew McConaughey would win for
oh yeah, then that's a real thing.
Dallas Buyers Club, because he was kind of like, looked like a skeleton.
I say real thing.
No, it's another word for luge, but they lay a different direction. Face down, face first.
So it's real?
It's real.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yay.
What about, I think you guys are going to kill this. And I think it's going to prove that marijuana doesn't affect the ability to answer questions and reason. Ice cave spelunking. Is that a thing in the Olympics? Ever of all time, we're talking about.
Oh, of all time in the history?
Before
In the Romans?
Even before that, even.
I know the Romans were big ice
Before
cave
man.
spelunkers.
Yeah, for sure. I know that from video games.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I think that's
event?
fake.
I think it's fake too.
Yeah, that's a fake event. How about the 3-man bobsled?
Real.
That's fake.
No.
Yeah, there's
Isn't
only
that
2
fake?
and 4-man.
Oh, well, you got
3-man is that's disgusting. They don't allow the 3-man to train in Utah.
Yeah. They also don't allow it in Russia. That's what I heard.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, that'd be really
three-man
bad.
bobsled.
Yeah. No triple teaming events. Oh, this is interesting. They have a figure skating team event. A team of figure skaters.
Team, you mean more than 2?
I think so. Yeah. I think maybe 7.
Like hockey?
Yeah, like a whole
Yeah, they skate across at each other and dodge each other at the last minute, and then they come together and they spin around, almost like the gymnasium dance scene in West Side Story.
very familiar.
To music, it's all to music. Anyway, is it real or fake?
I think it's. You prefer?
I would say fake.
I think it's fake too.
I'm gonna say fake.
What do you say?
Fake.
It's fake.
Yeah. Yeah.
It says real on the card.
It is real.
It's real.
It's real?
Yeah.
They add up all the scores. It's not them all. It's not all on the.
Oh, it's a team event. I described it wrong.
Yeah. Well, what he said is fake.
Yeah, my thing wasn't real.
Okay, so,
what I was saying wasn't real.
I mean, that's
I was just guessing what it was. I was trying to push you guys to vote, to vote against it.
Yeah.
Like I was making it up. The ski half pipe. Skis in a half pipe.
I think that's real. I think I've seen that.
Skiing? I would say it's
I know
fake.
I've seen snowboarding. In a
I would say
half pipe.
fake.
I'm gonna say real.
I love talking about him.
Yeah.
It's real.
Son of a bitch.
You shouldn't listen to me when I'm saying things to you
By the
while
way,
you're deliberating.
I'm a horrible gambler. Don't take That's exactly why I'm easily coerced. Very malleable, Doug.
Synchronized ski jumping.
That sounds ridiculous. I mean, sounds ridiculous. I'm gonna say fake. That sounds absolutely ludicrous.
Oh, but I'm still gonna say real.
You want to say real?
I'm gonna say real.
It's fake.
I want it to be real.
Okay, let me double check. It's fake. Did I do that? Urkel with a bong. Did I do that? We're going to go to a break here in a second, you guys. So let's all fire up something. If you need to reload, there's some of that snow cap, which is delightful.
Yeah, very nice.
It's a really nice high.
Yeah, I consider this Ralph's weed, meaning that I can smoke it and still go to Ralph's and go grocery shopping.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's how I like it. I'm like, this is Ralph's weed. I can smoke this and still go to Ralph's.
I could. There'd be a lot of those embarrassing, completely emptied packages that where I just put down the box and say, I had these here.
And they give you that condescending look. They're like, yeah.
You can't do that. I did it though. So where are we at with this exchange? Do you want me to pay for it or leave?
I'm happy to do either.
Win-win for me.
Yeah.
Either one is fair. All right, so we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Poundcast.
Today, my guest on the Poundcast is comedian and annoying friend Brendan Walsh.
Shots fired.
Sells things with you and the lady.
She's kind of mad at me right now.
Why's she mad at you?
I took her to my friend's mansion, and she wanted to stay, and you know how girls get all pissed off about stuff.
Well, I got to say that Ron Funches and Josh Wolf have been two of the best behaved guests. They can handle their weed hits and all this smoking, and they're not acting weird. They're just being, trust me, this is how they normally are.
I don't know if that's
If you're sitting there thinking they are weird, then this is normal weird.
Yeah.
Do people freak out a lot?
Not really. A little bit. Like some people get self-conscious about the cameras, and others just get too high. Too high too quickly because they don't, usually smoke that much.
Do you have a good, without mentioning a name, if you don't want to, do you have a good name for somebody? I mean, do you have a good story for somebody who get too high and kind of?
Well, when Jenny Slate was on, I started to take a bong hit, and she just sort of looked off into space, and I finished, and I looked at her, and I was just sort of waiting to see how long she would let it go, and she just sat there, just looking around, and it's been a very popular clip all by itself, just how she's just like, and then she's like, oh, sorry, I spaced out, and then we go back into the thing, and she was. That happened. She was our very first guest, and that happened. So it was a great way to kick this thing off.
Yeah.
Laugh at, even if you don't smoke pot, laugh at how stupid we act. It's fun. It's that's what it's all about.
Indigo. I think indigo makes me do that. It makes me just kind of. It's a couch lock weed.
Yeah. What was it? Indica?
Indica.
Yeah, Indica. That's how you remember it. God, 16 episodes in, and I'm still learning.
Yeah.
So much to learn. So much to do.
I love that.
Let's get the plugs in really quick before we do our last final piece of business. Ron Funches will be at Zany's in Chicago, downtown there on Wells or something, February 27th through March 2nd. That's a great little club.
Love it.
Super fun time you're going to have. And Josh Wolf, Off the Rails podcast. Mm-hmm. So when I brought up the other podcast earlier,
that's an old one I was doing.
Didn't, but you didn't jump on. You didn't. That's how polite you are. You didn't plug this one at that point. But it's called Off the Rails, and you can get it at iTunes and at ToadHopNetwork.com. And a place I love to play, American Comedy Company in Sweet Home San Diego, February 13th through the 15th.
Is that a nice club? I haven't been down there.
I like it a lot. It's, one of those basement ones, low ceiling, and they pack like 200 people in there, and I like to do my 4:20 shows in the afternoon, so it's nice to be in like underground because it just feels like nighttime.
Yeah.
You just get a bunch of people in there. We don't start till 4:30 because, it's advertised as 4:20. That's haha. But people want to.
Yeah.
You still got to step outside, at 4:20, and then go grab your seat. So I give you that little. I give you that leeway. Oh, and my plugs. Holy shit. I'm doing stand-up at the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, Florida on February 12th, and the next day I'm going on the Weezer Cruise. Then February 17th, Benson Movie Interruption of Point Break at the Sunray Cinema in Jacksonville, Florida. And then I'm coming back to California for February 18th. We're doing it again, Getting Dug with Hyde, live at Largo, largo-la.com for tickets, and use the code GETDUG for $10 off. Be $20 to get in and see us, me and 5 guests. These 2 are going to be in the mix for a future show. Thank you, Ron Funches. Thank you, Josh Wolf.
Thank you.
Now, I know you're sufficiently high to endure. We're going to make you watch a magic trick. Yeah, it's Gabe time.
Yay!
Hey guys.
Okay.
So I don't know about you guys, but I actually like to take the label off of my lighter. But I actually have a cool way if I need to put it back on. I could just light it like this.
What?
Back on the lighter.
What the? I mean, that was well done. Yeah.
Do you guys think you know what happened?
No.
Do I think I know what happened?
Yeah. What was the trick?
Well,
I was busy over there.
it feels like maybe there was 2 stickers on because there's some sticky stuff right here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's you think how he
That's my
did it?
theory. Yeah.
Double stickers?
Double sticker.
How did he?
He lit one on fire, turned it over.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, that's what I'm going.
Happened.
Lit
That's
one
what
on
he
fire,
did.
turned it over.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
What do you think? Does he do that one every week?
That's how magic works. No, he does a different trick every time.
Have you seen that one?
Sometimes it's like a card trick. Sometimes he gets smashed in the head with a bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when is that happening?
Well, you know, you'd know if you were the one that was going to do it. We'd give you a bottle. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next Wednesday. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Doug Benson.